Can we take a few moments and just kind of sit back and talk about how fast life moves and how busy it actually does get? And not only that, what is the impact that all of that has on our ability to live life in a productive way, in a way that gives us clarity? So hang with me for just a little bit, let's discuss it, and let's see what we can actually do to make things better for ourselves, to live with better clarity, to have a more productive life. Life does move fast, and most of the time, we're just trying to keep up. Work, family, notifications, responsibilities. Our days get so packed that we rarely pause long enough to notice what's actually going on inside us. We wake up, rush into routines, react to whatever shows up, and by the end of the day, we're exhausted but not necessarily any clearer about what we really feel or need. In that constant motion, it's easy to mistake busyness for meaning and noise for connection. That's why the idea of slowing down, of getting quiet enough to actually hear ourselves and experience life directly, can feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. But it's exactly in stepping out of that automatic rush that we start to see what's truly important. And that's what these next points are really all about. If you're always filling the space with your own voice, you never really discover what anyone else is trying to share with you. The same thing happens in our own head. When the mind is endlessly busy running commentary, replaying memories, predicting the future, we're trapped inside our thoughts instead of actually meeting life. Just like you have to fall silent to truly listen to another person, you have to let the mental noise quiet down to really sense what existence is. When the inner chatter softens, even for a moment, you come into direct contact with reality itself, what some have called the world beyond words. The raw experience that exists before we carve it up with names and definitions. When you stop automatically labeling everything, your perception sharpens. You don't just see generic tree of strangers anymore. You notice details, depth, and aliveness that were always there but constantly overlooked. Ancient wisdom tradition points to this. An overload of stimulus, too many colors, too many sounds, can actually dull your senses rather than awaken them. When we're addicted to input, distraction, and mental commentary, we lose touch with the simple, vivid presence of what is right in front of us. But this doesn't mean we should reject thinking or structure altogether. In fact, having a clear, grounded way of living, some rhythm, some organization, some intentional habits create the stability that allows us to relax mentally. A thoughtful, orderly framework for our days can actually support inner freedom because we're less scattered and less pulled in 1,000 directions. In the grounded space, the mind has room to slow down, and we could step out of compulsive thinking long enough to feel life directly. Paradoxically, a bit of discipline and clarity in how we live can open the door to the deepest kind of freedom, the freedom of being fully present beyond words with what is. So, what does all of this really come down to in everyday life? It's about giving yourself a chance to step outside the constant mental noise so you can actually feel your life as it's happening. You don't have to become a monk or stop thinking altogether. You just need small, intentional moments where you're not buried in your phone, in your to-do list, or in your own commentary about everything. So, stay with me for just a few moments more, and let's talk about the simple things that can help create that environment. 1. Build tiny pauses into your day. Take 30 to 60 seconds between tasks to just sit, breathe, and notice what's around you. Sounds, colors, the feeling of your body in the chair without judging or labeling. 2. Protect some quiet time. Even 5 or 10 minutes in the morning or before bed with no music, no scrolling, no talking, just you, your breath, and the room can start to reset the mind. 3. Do one thing at a time. When you're eating, just eat. When you're walking, just walk. Let the activity have the full attention instead of splitting it between 5 different things. 4. Limit constant input. Try pockets of your day where you're not consuming anything. No podcast, no video, no news. Let your mind unleash a little. Lastly, create simple routines, a basic, steady structure, regular sleep, set times for work and rest, a small daily practice like journaling or stretching. Give your nervous system a sense of order, which makes it easier for the mind to settle. So life these days is complicated, very complicated. We're confronted with many challenges to make it work for ourselves. But over time, these small shifts make space for the kind of clarity I've been talking about. Moments where thinking loosens its grip, labels fall away, and you're actually in direct contact with your own life. Not as an idea, not as a story in your head, but a living, present experience. That's where a quiet kind of freedom starts to show up, right in the middle of your ordinary day. You've made it to this point, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen to the message that I've put out today. If you found value in this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for future videos that we'll be putting together. Also, do you know somebody that might benefit from this? Please share it with them. I look forward to seeing you at the next one. I hope you have an awesome day. Make your life happen and make it beautiful.